Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. She betrayed me. Even now, saying those words feels like dragging barbed wire across my heart. You spend years believing you chose the right person, the one who'll walk beside you through every high and low. You give them your loyalty, your devotion, your trust. And then, in a single moment, everything you built together collapses. I discovered the truth in the quietest, most gut-wrenching way imaginable. Her phone buzzed on the nightstand. A name I didn't recognize lit up the screen. Then the message. Same time tomorrow. Last night was amazing. My stomach knotted. My mind went numb and burning at the same time. I didn't yell. I didn't shake her awake. I just sat there, staring at her while she slept peacefully, completely unaware that my world had just been blown open. I couldn't stay. I couldn't breathe in that room full of broken promises. I grabbed my keys, threw on a jacket, and slipped out as quietly as I could. My car became the only place that didn't lie to me. Cold, small, but mine. At least the air didn't choke me with betrayal. I drove to the far edge of town and parked in a deserted lot. Leaned my seat back, though my body was locked tight with hurt. My heart was thudding too fast. My hands trembled on the steering wheel. Every memory of our life hit me like a punch. Her smile at the altar, her warm grip on my hand, every forever she'd ever whispered. All of it suddenly felt like a performance. I told myself I'd close my eyes for an hour. But silence can be louder than any scream. My mind wouldn't shut up. And then, knock, knock. I froze. At first I thought I imagined it. Then it came again, sharper this time. I jerked upright, my breath fogging the glass. Outside stood a woman, about mid-40s, wrapped in a thick coat, concern etched across her face. I cracked the window, cautious. In a gentle voice she said, "You shouldn't stay out here. It's too cold." I had no idea who she was. A complete stranger. But something about her tone was warm, steady, safe. I have nowhere else to go," I murmured, barely able to form the words. She studied me, not with pity, not with judgment, just recognition. Understanding. "There's a diner down the street," she said softly. "I'm heading there anyway. Come inside. Get warmed up." A part of me wanted to refuse, to sink deeper into the numbness. But the part of me still trying to stay alive made me open the car door and step out into the freezing night. We walked to the diner together. The wind bit at my skin, but somehow her presence felt like protection. She ordered 2 coffees the moment we sat down. No questions asked. Then she looked right at me and said, "You look like someone who lost something he thought he couldn't live without." The words cracked something inside me. My throat tightened, and for a moment I thought I might break down in front of this stranger whose name I didn't even know. Maybe she sensed it. She placed her hand lightly over mine and said, "It won't destroy you unless you let it." Her name was Evelyn. She told me she had survived her own kind of heartbreak. Her husband walked out after 2 decades of marriage, leaving her with kids, debt, and a shattered sense of self-worth. She knew exactly what it felt like to be discarded, to wonder if you mattered at all. She listened to me for hours. Really listened. I told her everything, the messages, the confession, the complete lack of remorse in my wife's eyes. How small it made me feel. How replaceable. Evelyn didn't give me empty phrases. She didn't rush me. She just let me pour it all out, her gaze steady and grounding. At one point she said, "Sometimes the people we think are forever are just passing through. Their leaving doesn't make you any less deserving of real love." Those words landed deep. I'd been carrying her betrayal like it was proof of my worth, proof of my failure. But in that booth, across from someone who barely knew me yet cared enough to reach out, I realized maybe I wasn't as broken as I thought. We stayed in that diner until the sky started to lighten. Empty cups. Cleared plates. A night that somehow felt like a turning point. As dawn crept in, Evelyn looked at me and said, "Go home. Not to her, to yourself. Start there." When I drove back, the sky was painted pink. I didn't go inside. I just parked on the street and stared at the house from a distance. It didn't feel like home anymore. Just walls filled with shattered truths. But something had shifted. Her betrayal wasn't my identity. Her choices weren't my prison. That night I thought I'd hit rock bottom. But Evelyn's knock reminded me, broken isn't the same as finished. And not everyone will look past you. Some will see you even when you can't see yourself. Weeks later my wife called. She cried. Beck said she wanted to fix things. And for a moment, a small part of me almost considered it. But then I heard Evelyn's voice in my mind. Go home to yourself. So I told my wife no. That her chance was gone. That I wasn't going back to being someone easy to hurt. And when I hung up, the silence didn't feel hollow anymore. It felt like relief. I lost a marriage that night. But I gained something far more important: clarity, strength, and the courage to begin again. All because a stranger knocked on my window and showed me that even in the darkest moments, life can still hand you a little light. Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers.